Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Hey, Ed Goslin. I actually have traffic in front of me. Well, today is a special day. We are taking a break from the Camelback drill press project, and I'm meeting up with my buddies Charlie and Larry, and we're doing a road trip up the Oro Valley northwest of Tucson. We're going to go visit one of our friends in Power from the Past and get a tour of his extensive vintage, antique, hit and miss engine collection. So fasten your seatbelts, hang on to your hats, and let's get rolling. Now this is an engine man's paradise, and a guy that collects ball caps too.
Now I like this. That's really good.
This is going to be my do everything.
On steroids.
You really do a lot.
Love that barber pole. So there's a story behind this door. Okay. Let's hear it.
Well, I'm going to go put it on there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sitting there at my desk at the shop, you know, and sitting down taking a break. Next thing I know, it's a half hour later and I'm waking up.
I did all this.
Oh, you got pliers here. That is really sharp.
The 1915 6 horsepower Associated.
Okay.
That's probably 10 feet long. That's a lot of cast iron for 6 horsepower. What a beautiful engine. So it's a 1913 Reed.
Oil field engine.
It's an oil-filled engine. How many horsepower?
15.
15 horse. Oh, there it is right there. I guess if I read.
This is really,
Isn't that something, Larry?
really sharp. Really is.
I love the horn. Bet you that.
That's the air intake.
Is it really?
Really?
Be doggone. I love the twin chrome stacks too. So you built, I love your foot pedal. That's the way to build a foot pedal. And I see, so you've got that shackled to that Briggs engine back there. So when you push that, that engages that little tire to the flywheel so you can spin her over. Man, that is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous engine. And there's the sign that he electrocuted to create all the lettering.
Did you buy it that way, or?
This is the Do Nothing machine. I filmed this 3 or 4 years ago running, and it is a regular mousetrap machine, and it just sits there and spins all day and accomplishes absolutely nothing. What a fun machine.
This would be something that you might use.
A lot of us have these badges because none of us can remember anybody's name.
Something like this.
Now this guy,
People interested in so on.
I just featured in our 2023 Tombstone Eldorado Days
I mean,
video. It was running there. A really sweet Stover engine.
In our club, a lot of people got tractors.
Now this is the way
Yeah, and it's on
to store engines
and that's got
in
the
a shop.
dishpan.
got this pan.
I'm getting an inspiration here
Rather than the glass oiler.
Okay.
looking at all this.
Yeah,
And Darrell's got a forklift out front.
Yeah, this is real.
So this is the little engine that started it all with this collection, this little 1929 Maytag. And then he just started collecting engines after that.
You might be talking to a wall.
I might be talking to a wall, but I'm.
Did you make all your carts?
Yes. These are all Whitties.
Every one of these is a Whitty, huh?
Yes.
Which one did you bring back from Washington?
This one.
We used to have a van. And we was at Nick and Judy's. He knows Nick and Judy up in Washington. He bought it from somebody, and they said, there's no way.
It's
you
a
will."
rare
That's
engine
a
there,
rare
Jim.
engine.
That's a Dorchester, and it's Canadian made.
Yeah, that's a 6 horsepower.
Wow, where did you find that? Chilliwack?
No, I found that at an auction in Merced, California.
I'll be doggone. I love the exhaust. Look at it's cast iron. Holy smokes, that must be darn near a foot in diameter. That's gorgeous. I need to build a display board like this for all the junk I have laying around the shop.
And this fence acts as a dam.
That's the way to lift heavy stuff.
Too much weight?
Yeah. In past videos, you guys have seen this hot rod Ford at several parades. This has the, this is an 8N Ford, and the original 4-cylinder 4-banger has been replaced with a flathead Ford V8. This thing sounds so good when he cranks it up. Is that a LA?
No.
It's not an LB.
That's a farm master.
Farm Master. It looks just like an international LB.
It's made by Cushman.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's a first for me. I haven't seen it. It's got a little Wico mag on it, and oh, there's the tank. Farm Master. Sears and Roebuck. Okay, that makes sense. They got into the engine business like everybody else.
You don't get a trip on any.
I wish I was this organized. Yeah, Darrell, you got it. Mine's just one big jumbled mess. Of course, half the fun is digging through the scrap pile to find what you need. You know, that's my excuse for keeping it a trashed mess.
Actually, I'll tell you what, you got everything straightened out.
This is one heck of a galvanized table you got.
That table's out of a South Surf car wash.
No kidding.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I need to build an A-frame rack like this for the long
Well,
pieces.
that's really a good table.
The Maytag shed. Oh, yeah. Maytag and lions and monkeys, right? This is all right. And you even got the Maytag little triangle signs there. Oh, we found the super secret stash here. Oh yeah. We got a Cub Cadet repowered with a McCormick Deering. Yes, sir. More Maytags. Can never have enough Maytags. It's a sweet little Cub Cadet right here. It's a Model 100. So when the flood happened, did you get much water in here?
There wasn't but about 6 to 8 inches in here.
So you really were fortunate,
yeah.
and
I
you
think
didn't
it
get
just because it floated.
yeah.
This ring's good.
It's hard to believe this thing floated with all this stuff in it.
A Starrite. I have never heard of a Starrite.
Stay right. Yeah.
Or Stay Right?
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. They
How
made pumps, too.
rare are these?
These are very sought after, and I don't know if you noticed or not, but all the mechanisms on the other side.
Oh yeah, and it's all straight cut gear.
He put all his Maytags on one cart.
It's all straight cut gear, but it still has the spring weights on the flywheel for controlling the hit and miss function. Okay. Did you build this cart too?
Yes, it did.
That's a sweet cart. To me,
No, not
for
that.
collecting engines, I mean, the rarity of the engine is really cool in and of itself. But the design of the carts that guys build to haul their engines around on, to me, that's just as cool as the engine.
And I found this someplace, so I figured to make a good battery.
That's a
box.
great battery box, yeah, no kidding. That's a little Fairbanks upright.
Yep.
Nice.
It's called the Eclipse.
Eclipse, okay.
Eclipse 1.
Eclipse 1. And then you got the Bulldog engine here. Is this another Fairbanks, the gray one?
No, that's a Cushman.
It's a Cushman. I never realized Cushman went that far back and made engines.
And get down there and look between here.
I got it in two blocks and track of everything.
Wow. Now the hopper is that cast unit? No, it's flange, it looks like.
I think it's flange.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Man, oh
And
man.
that's a throttle governor.
Throttle governed.
Yeah. The rest of them are hit and miss. And these Gilsons,
Little Gilsons.
their mechanisms on this side.
Okay. Yeah, I see that. Yep.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
But I don't know.
Yeah, the little Hercules that I have, its mechanisms on this side.
Yeah. All of them, all the engines, most of them are on this side.
Yeah, associated. Well, and then a monitor. I've heard a monitor.
That would be a good thing.
Okay, what's unique about this monitor, one push rod activates both valves.
Really? So, how do they make that work with the hit and miss function then?
I don't know, but it works.
Wow.
We had a veil, when the.
Boy, you know, another thing that's impressive to me is the castings for all this stuff. Because I think about the pattern maker, you know, the engineer designs it, then the pattern maker comes up with a pattern, and then the foundryman's got to make that pattern work, you know, when you cast these things. And then when it's all done, the machinist still has to machine it before you put it all together. Well, to me, I would call that a headless, because that's all one casting. That's not, there's not a separate head on that. So this is your home build tractor. Is that a 3 to 5 LB?
Yep,
Yeah.
that's an LA.
Oh, it's in LA,
Yeah.
so it's older,
Yeah.
older version. So you built the tricycle tractor.
Let me tell you the story about this engine. I found it at a ranch in Mammoth.
Okay.
It had been laying out in the field for about 40 years.
No kidding. And you resurrected
It
it.
was laying on its side. This cap was broken, open.
Oh.
So it was open to the weather. So when I got it home, I took this magneto off and I drove the armature out with a hammer, because it was stuck big.
Yeah, yeah.
And I got to looking at the inside and it looked pretty good, but I had ruined the threads on it.
Yeah.
So I redid the threads, put it back together, bought a new cap, and it was hot.
Really?
The magnets hadn't failed in all that time.
Wow,
I'll be
wow.
doggone. So what do you got for a gearbox?
That's a wheel horse.
Okay, out of a wheel horse. All right. Nice. This is sweet.
And I made one wheel in front.
Yeah. And it works. I love the stack. That is. Yeah, this is the ultimate parade machine right here.
That's the first one I built, and this is the second one.
Yeah. Boy, finding these cans,
Yeah.
that's getting to be a rare thing. I got one in my shop. I found it at one of the secondhand antique shops in Tucson, and it was in their man cave section. And the can was in perfect condition. It wasn't a mag tag, it was for cream separator oil.
Oh, wow.
So I got that up on the shelf in the shop, and the can's pristine. It even had. Jiminy Christmas. That's scale perspective.
And that's a piston ring.
Jiminy.
Yeah, that's really a big piston.
Piston ring and the big bearing race. Yeah, I like the way you got the piston ring mounted on there. And what is that? About ½ inch?
I don't know.
Looks like a ½ inch or
At least.
½ inch or 5/8 cast iron piston. Man, I wonder what that came out of. That's bigger than the Western.
Yeah, much.
So, are these recent acquisitions,
You did too,
or just this is just the overflow in the garage?
Jacobson's
Overflow.
light
Oh, okay.
You guys need water, soda,
I'm good for now. Thank you.
Gatorade?
I'm fine, thank you.
Always
Jacobson.
buy it when it's on sale.
And I only thought they
And
made
I don't think that
lawnmowers.
costs you soda, you can-
They don't have sales like they used to though.
No. Oh, I know. It's ridiculous anymore. Every time you go back to
This
store,
is a
it's
Canadian engine. This is a Robertsonville.
This is a Robertsonville?
So,
Yeah,
no,
6
it's
horse
very
Robertsonville.
6 horse, wow.
And the spokes are really unique.
Oh, they're curved spokes.
So that's made in England, then, right?
The Canadian engine.
Yeah, Canadian.
Canadian, yeah. Yeah, the Canadian and the English like to do the curved spokes. So brown wall, I've never heard of a brown wall before.
We had so much to spend, and we didn't even have a washer, so you had to have enough money to put the laundromat, and you didn't dry it, you hung it out because you
I
couldn't.
forgot what the
dry it
air
too.
cooled one is. It's the gauge, okay.
What is it again?
It's a gauge.
A gauge, okay.
But they take
That's
all
a
the
3
chicken
horse
saunas,
gauge.
how do they do that?
3 horse, man. What are those 3-foot flywheels?
Air cooled.
They don't know how to do it.
But apparently they
Man, oh man, look at those cast iron fins.
And it's also a ported engine.
So,
Wow.
no, he.
You got the exhaust valve there, and then you got the exhaust that comes out here. And that helps cool it.
Okay, that makes sense. Ford could have taken a lesson from that with their flatheads.
Yeah, yes, they could. I bought that up at an auction in Crosby, North Dakota.
Wow.
It
That-
was just a ball of rust.
Well, you did a beautiful restoration on it. Man, I'm looking at those brass bearing caps
And
back there.
That oiler is sharp one. That's a pretty expensive oiler.
Yeah, that's a swing top one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And those are brass bearing caps,
Yes,
rod cap and bearing cap back there. Man,
that's a big engine for 3 horse.
no
Yes,
kidding.
it is. Really a big.
You know what amazes me is how, with there's so many engines that are still out there, how they all survived the scrap drives of World War II. You know, because by then
That's right, yeah.
electric power was on the farm and everything else, and but so many of these survived, which is good for us.
Yeah.
See, I grew up on a farm, and I was too young to see any of these running.
So we're going to close this out with a custom-made muffler for Larry's Galloway engine, which is it's a featured engine at Wilton this year,
At Wilton.
or next year in January. All right.
January.
Yeah. So you built that, Darrell?
Yeah.
What'd you
Well,
make?
I just cut it. It was a tube. I cut it in half. You know that pipe that was in there? It went clear through.
Did it really? I didn't know that. Really?
I don't know what this thing used to be.
Well, it's a muffler for a Galloway now. Yeah.
It was on a sprayer, for a cattle sprayer. So I'm not sure what that was.
Man, that's heavy duty.
And I don't know if you can see it, but you can see one of the baffles in there.
Excuse me here, just a second.
Go ahead, Larry.
It's right there.
Well, we
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I can see it now.
And there's another one up in here.
stuff going on.
So is there I don't see the hole, but anyway. Oh, it's around, it's on the
Yeah,
outside.
it's on the outside.
Okay, all right, I see what you're saying. Okay, good.
Never know.
If it don't work, we can redo it.
You can still drive, and that's okay.
Oh yeah.
Get your money back, which.
I really. Oh yeah. I can barely see hiding back in
But I
there.
didn't realize that the pipe went on.
You know, you might be able to see it here.
I love the lighthouses, and some of them were neat, but they had the spiral. You got to climb all the way up, and I said, no, my feet and my heart won't
Oh,
do
yeah.
it. So,
Maybe. That ain't gonna work. Oh well.
See it, Larry?
Let me take a look and see.
what are we looking at, the back?
Okay,
The
yeah,
baffle,
okay,
yeah.
I see, okay, there it is. All right, well, thank you. Okay, so that's one end, and then there's another end on this side. You want to see it, Charlie?
Bonus footage.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you.
That's a real pump jack there. Yeah.
You bet.
I love the can too. That's perfect. Well, that was a fun outing. I tell you what, there's some beautiful engines there, rare engines. It's a marvelous collection, and I really want to thank Darrell and Pat for opening their doors for us today and inviting us in to view all the wonderful mechanical marvels. And I want to thank Larry for doing all the driving. It was a long day, but a fun day. We had a nice lunch afterwards and a lot of good chit chat. And so there, yeah. So that's a little refreshing break from the Camelback drill press project. I got one more video I'm working on that's old iron related, but I'm having some IT issues with some footage. So hopefully I can get that worked out. But anyway, that's a wrap for this. And stay tuned for another Camelback drill press segment coming up. And welcome new subscribers. I'm over 704 now. And so thanks for joining us. And we'll see you real soon on the next one. Bye now.